What's up, everybody? All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Kois articulator for the Panadent in 3Shape Model Builder. So we have our model builder, our model here. We're going to make sure we're going to use the model builder prep scan. I'm going to click next. You can refine your scans if you want. I would highly recommend it just to have a better workflow. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to set our occlusal plane. Make sure that it is level sideways and on the front side. Then we're going to go straight to trimming. And we're going to probably trim down this model a little bit just to have a little bit more room, because these models must be a solid 38 millimeters in height and no more, or it will not fit correctly on your articulator. So we'll trim the upper. Maybe a little bit here. A little bit here, and a little bit on the lingual side, just to make them just a little bit smaller so we do not violate the 38 millimeters. And that looks pretty good. Now if we wanted to, we could double check. We could do a 2D crosscut and measure our points from here to here, and we have 23, which gives us about a good 15 millimeters for the model builder base. So we will turn the trim off and we will proceed to the articulator attachment. Now, before we go into this, I highly recommend you make a profile that does not have drain holes. If you accidentally get in the model builder without making sure, just press Control T to activate the virtual trim preference. Go down to model manufacturing and get rid of the drain holes, and also turn off hollowing. We do not need hollowing on this. Unfortunately, the base does not work with hollowing. It will error. So make sure you have hollowing model off and you have 0 side drain holes. Let's go ahead and press OK. Doesn't matter on the articulator, we can change it in this step, but I would highly recommend making a profile specifically with no hollowing and no drain holes, and then tell Model Builder to use the Kois attachment. So we'll come here and we will go ahead and select the Kois articulator. We have an option with the articulator, and then we also have an option with the articulator with pins. For those certain cases, you can always break the pins off, but it's probably a good idea to have to confirm the bite is correct in the mount on the articulator. We're going to go today without the pins. And to make sure we are on that 38 mark, we will do a 2D crosscut. And I will click the top line, click the bottom line, and we're at 38.03, which is absolutely fine. So there we go. We know our model is not violating the 38 millimeter height, and we will go ahead and leave that there. Now, we're going to put our name up a little bit and make sure our articulator is level with the center, because we do not mount our models mounted sideways. That's probably good right there. Now, The trick with this is you need 71 millimeters from the back of the articulator to the incisal edge of your teeth, or your highest point of contour. So it does not tell you in the 3Shape manual, but if we use the ExoCAD instructions, we will see that it says that you need 71 millimeters from the back of the articulator to the front of the anterior teeth, because ExoCAD is using this in Model Builder and the original 3Shape workflow does not. So now we will go ahead and do that accordingly. So how do we do that? I like to use this trim box as my guide, and I will zoom in, turn the model sideways, put my incisal edge right to the end of this line right here, and then just simply click. Let's get a cut going there, and then bring the articulator to that edge. And that is how I'm able to find that 71 millimeters. Now, how do we make sure? We'll come up here. We'll clear the measurement or clear the cut, and we will do a cut down the middle. And then we will come here and measure. This is 71 millimeters. And if you look at it, maybe we're a little off, but I think that's in the middle of the teeth. Yep, it's right there on the edge. So we're at a roughly 71 millimeters using this box as our guide, this main line. I could see that I'm pretty close to 71 millimeters. Now, I could probably take this and kick it back a little bit and move this to be 71 millimeters. So now that we know we're good, we can turn the trim off. We have our models. It's touching. It's going to make a model. It's going to be a solid fill. And we're going to go next. And this will merge the two together. We cannot have drain holes because it does not like the way it works with the solid base, because it's not a hollow model. And in the end, voila, you have your Cois model, iTero articulator, attached to your 3D model. And obviously this is 71 millimeters. We could probably even use the edge of the window to make sure right here on the end. We know this is 71 and the incisal edge is to this. So we have now followed what the instructions have said to make it 71 millimeters from the back to the anterior teeth. And obviously we centered it up and down, left and right, and we're good. And with that, you have your Cois model ready to print and be transferred over to your Panadent. That's how easy it is to do it in 3Shape.